Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Intrepid Potash, and trust me, the details are far from salty, they're actually quite revealing. This document is an 8K filing, which is basically a quick update a company has to give to the Securities and Exchange Commission when something important happens. In this case, it's about their annual meeting of stockholders where they voted on some key issues. It's like a corporate election, and we're here to see who won and what it means for the company. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can talk about this company and others. First off, the report tells us that Intrepid Potash filed this update because they held their annual meeting back in May of 2025. Now let's get into what actually happened at the meeting. This section is all about the votes that took place. Apparently they had a pretty good turnout with about 84% of the shares represented, meaning they had enough people showing up to make important decisions. The first big vote was about electing 2 members to their board of directors, people who help guide the company's direction. Mary McBride and Bath Witham were elected for a 3-year term. Looking at the numbers, Mary McBride got roughly 8.4 million votes in favour and about 816,000 votes withheld. Bath Witham received about 8.35. Mine withheld votes are basically when shareholders don't fully support a candidate, but they aren't voting against them either. They are neutral. Next up, they voted on whether to keep KPMG LLP as their independent accounting firm for the year. Think of it as hiring someone to check their math and make sure everything looks good. The vote was overwhelmingly in favour with over 11 million votes for keeping KPMG. Only about 112,000 voted against it, so KPMG is sticking around to keep an eye on the company's finances. The last vote was about the compensation or pay for the company's top executives. This is always a hot topic because shareholders want to make sure the bosses are getting paid fairly without overdoing it. It's like asking, are they worth what we're paying them? In this case, about 8.2 million votes were cast in favour of the executive pay, while around 875,000 votes were against it. There were also about 113,000 abstentions, meaning some people didn't have a strong opinion either way. So the executive pay was approved, but there was some pushback. Finally, the document is signed off by Christina Sheehan, who's the General Counsel and Secretary. This confirms that everything in the report is accurate to the best of their knowledge. Alright, let's zoom out and look at what this all means. Intrepid Potash had their annual meeting and everything went according to plan. They got their directors elected, kept their accountants happy and approved the executive pay. But looking at the votes against the executive compensation, it shows that some shareholders aren't completely thrilled with how much the top dogs are making. This can be a sign that the company needs to work on communicating the value that these executives bring to the table. Overall, Intrepid Potash seems to be steering a steady course, but it's always worth keeping an eye on those shareholder sentiments. Alright, that's our breakdown of Intrepid Potash's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.